So you've just bought a rental property, congratulations. Whether it's your first investment or one of many, you're now faced with a big decision. Should you manage the property yourself or hire a professional property manager? This question isn't just about convenience. It's about your time, your money, your stress levels, and ultimately your success as a property investor. In this guide, we'll walk you through everything you need to know to make the best decision for your situation. No pressure, just facts, insights, and a few real-world stories to help you figure out what works for you. What is property management anyway? Before we dive into the pros and cons, let's get on the same page about what property management actually involves. Property management is the operation, control, and oversight of real estate. Think of it as being the CEO of your rental property. Your responsibilities might include marketing the property, screening tenants, collecting rent, handling maintenance and repairs, dealing with tenant complaints, ensuring legal compliance, managing finances and taxes. Whether you do it yourself or hire someone, these tasks need to get done. The question is, who's best suited to do them, you or a pro? The case for self-management. Let's start with the DIY route. Self-managing your property can be incredibly rewarding, but it's not for everyone. Pros of self-management. Cost savings, no management fees means more money in your pocket. Property managers typically charge 12% of monthly rent. Full control, you make all the decisions, who to rent to, how to handle maintenance, and how to communicate with tenants. Closer tenant relationships. You'll get to know your tenants personally, which can lead to better communication and longer tenancies. Learning experience. Managing your own property teaches you the ins and outs of real estate investing. Cons of self-management. Time-consuming, from late-night maintenance calls to chasing rent payments, it can feel like a second job. Emotional involvement. It's easy to get too attached or too lenient with tenants, which can hurt your bottom line. Legal risks. One misstep in landlord-tenant law could cost you big time. Limited resources. You may not have access to the same vendor discounts or marketing reach as a professional manager. The case for hiring a property manager. Now let's flip the coin. Hiring a property manager can be a game changer, especially if you value your time or own multiple properties. Pros of hiring a pro. Time freedom, no more emergency maintenance calls or rent collection headaches. Expertise, property managers know the laws, market trends, and how to handle tricky tenant situations. Efficient operations, they often have systems in place for screening, maintenance, and accounting. Scalability, if you plan to grow your portfolio, a manager can help you scale without burning out. Cons of hiring a pro. Cost, management fees can eat into your profits. Less control, you're trusting someone else to make decisions on your behalf. Quality varies, not all property managers are created equal. Some may not have your best interests at heart. Key questions to ask yourself. Still on the fence, ask yourself. 1. How much time can I realistically dedicate to managing a property? 2. Do I live near the property? 3. Am I comfortable handling legal and financial responsibilities? 4. Do I want to scale my portfolio? 5. Can I handle tenant issues calmly and professionally? Your answers will help clarify which path aligns with your lifestyle and goals. Hybrid approaches and tech tools. Good news, it's not all or nothing. Many landlords use a hybrid approach, managing some aspects themselves while outsourcing others. Examples: use property management software for rent collection and maintenance tracking. Hire a leasing agent to find tenants, but handle day-to-day management yourself. Outsource maintenance to a handyman, but keep tenant communication in-house. Tech tools like Avail, Buildium, and RentReady make self-management easier than ever. Real-life scenarios. Let's look at a few fictional but realistic landlord profiles. Sarah, the side hustler, works full-time and owns one rental. She hires a manager to save time. Mike, the hands-on investor, lives near his property and enjoys DIY projects. He self-manages. Priya, the portfolio builder, owns 5 properties across 2 states. She uses a mix of managers and tech tools. Financial breakdown. Let's crunch some numbers. Suppose your rental earns $2,000 a month. If you self-manage, you keep the full $2,000 minus expenses. If you hire a property manager who charges 10%, you net $1,800 a month. But if the manager reduces vacancy by 1 month per year, that's $2,000 saved, potentially offsetting their fee. Legal and compliance considerations. Whether you self-manage or hire a pro, you must comply with fair housing laws, local landlord-tenant regulations, safety and habitability standards, proper eviction procedures. A good property manager will stay on top of these. If you self-manage, you'll need to educate yourself. Making the decision. There's no one-size-fits-all answer, but here's a quick cheat sheet. If you have plenty of time, want full control, and are budget-conscious, self-management may be ideal. If you're short on time, own multiple properties, or want to scale quickly, hiring a pro might be the better route. If you're somewhere in between, consider a hybrid approach. How to find a good property manager. If you decide to hire, here's how to find the right fit. Ask for referrals from other landlords. Check online reviews and ratings. Interview multiple candidates. Ask about their fee structure, services, and experience. Request a sample lease agreement and management contract. Transitioning from self-management to professional management. If you've been managing your property yourself and want to switch, here's how to make the transition smooth. Notify tenants of the change. Provide the manager with all property documents. Set clear expectations and communication channels. Monitor the manager's performance during the first few months. Transitioning from professional management to self-management. Going the other way, here's what to do. Review your contract for termination clauses. Notify tenants and vendors. Set up systems for rent collection, maintenance, and communication. Educate yourself on local laws and best practices. Common mistakes to avoid. Whether you self-manage or hire a pro, avoid these pitfalls. Ignoring tenant complaints. Failing to screen tenants properly. Neglecting maintenance. Violating fair housing laws. Poor record keeping. Tools and resources. Here are some tools to make your life easier. Rent collection, Cozy Parent Rentec Direct. Maintenance tracking, Property Meld Buildium. Tenant screening, TransUnion SmartMove Rent Prep. Accounting, QuickBooks Stassa. Vinyl Thought. Managing a rental property is a serious responsibility, but it's also a powerful way to build wealth. Whether you choose to self-manage or hire a pro, the key is to stay informed, stay organized, and stay proactive. You've got options, you've got tools, and now you've got the knowledge to make the right call.